What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. As you can see, we're over here at my dad's house in his garage, and today we're going to be talking about the Lowrider ST. We took delivery of a 2022 Lowrider ST at the end of last year, and we actually put a stage 1 kit on it. We put the Fuel Moto 2-in-1 stainless pipe on it. We flashed it with a tune from Fuel Moto using a DynoJet Power Vision, and obviously it has the 117 in it, so it came with the nice Screaming Eagle air cleaner on it already. But just to give you guys an overview of this bike, being that it has not been featured on the channel in a long time, we did put the LED turn signal bulbs up front here, the Custom Dynamics turn signal bulbs. Moving on to the handlebars, we installed the Thrashin riser here. As you can see, it's got the little Thrashin logo in there. And these are the 6.5-inch pullback risers. And then we went ahead and installed the ODI MX style lock-on grips in bronze. We got a Zero 3D phone mount here, and here's another look at the grips. I love these grips. These are the same grips I have on the Road Glide. Definitely a good look for the ST in bronze. And then down here we went with the Thrashin floorboards, shifter peg, and we got the Thrashin shift linkage as well. Moving on to the back here, we got the lay down license plate. I wrapped the license plate bronze just like I did on my bike. And then we got the LED turn signals in the rear as well. But today, we're getting ready to install the new Rockford Fosgate interfering audio kit for the 2022 Lowrider ST. So obviously, Harley and Rockford Fosgate have worked together for many years now, and what they did is they developed an interfering speaker here that's all Bluetooth, and it basically replaces this inner plastic fairing with 2 speakers and an amp all in one piece, and I'm getting ready to show you guys that here in just a second. But it's a super easy, clean install, guys, and it definitely looks factory. Alright guys, so I know it doesn't look like much, but this is all they give you in the box. So basically what you get is your interfering kit here. There's 2 speakers, there's tweeters, and there's an amp on the back side of this. I'm going to show you guys here. Check this out, guys. Really nice quality piece from Harley and Rockford Fosgate, obviously. But there's the little amp. You've got one harness here that connects in, and then you've got your tweeters and your speakers all integrated in this interfering piece here. Very cool option from Harley. I'll put a link in the description below on where you guys can get this. As you can see here in the speaker grills, it's got the Harley barn shield and the Rockford Fosgate logo on there as well. Very nice quality piece, and it should be a pretty simple install, guys. But we also have the wiring harness. We've got a fuse here, and we've got other zip ties and bolts and hardware here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and tear apart the fairing on the ST and get started on today's install. Alright guys, so you want to start by taking off the seat, and then after you take the seat off, you got to take these side covers off here. These are 5/32 Allen bolts. So you have 2 on this side, and then you have 1 over here. You just took that one out right there. So you want to go ahead and remove those side covers so you can get access to your battery, and then I'll show you guys what we're going to do next. Alright, now once you get the side cover off, you want to go ahead and pull this fuse block out here and basically pull the cover off of it, and then you want to remove the largest fuse that's in there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove this 40 amp fuse here. I'm going to leave that hanging for now until the install is done. Once you get the side cover off, you want to go ahead and disconnect your negative battery terminal. You're going to want to take out your oil dipstick and plug this with a rag or something, and then unplug all your ABS sensor and basically reroute all your cables. Basically what we got to do is we got to remove this plastic bracket here, and in order to do so you got to pull all these wires out from it, and then you also have to disconnect the ABS wire and harness from it. Alright guys, so now we're going to work on the front. We went ahead and took the windshield off. There's 6 T27 screws holding the windshield on, so we went ahead and pulled the windshield off. Now we're getting ready to pull the outer fairing off right now. These are all T27 as well on the inner side of the fairing. So we're going to go ahead and pull those off now, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like behind the fairing here once we get that pulled off. Alright guys, so we just went ahead and pulled the outer fairing off. You have this main harness up here that is attached to the fairing mount. You want to go ahead and pull that out. This little plastic tree thing just pops out, and then you just want to disconnect it because we're going to have to go ahead and de-pin this. Pull this white piece out in the center of the connector, and then we're going to go ahead and pull this white pin 11. Alright guys, so we went ahead and put the stock wiring harness back up in here, and then we're going to use the supplied harness that they gave you, the jumper harness, and basically plug the stock headlight connector into the harness. And then now here's your new headlight connector. And then this here is what plugs into the Rockford Fosgate stereo. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this plastic interfering here with these clips here. You just pull towards you and they'll pop right off, these little metal clips here. And we're gonna go ahead and remove this interfering, and this is where the new Rockford Fosgate speaker system is gonna sit right here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. All right guys, so we went ahead and got that interfering piece out, that plastic piece. Like I said, it just snaps right off. And then you have these clips here. Make sure that all these clips are good and not broken or hurt, because they're gonna snap into the back side of the radio here, right here, here, and then on the ends here. And then we're gonna go ahead and bolt the radio together using the supply bolts through these brackets here. So. Alright guys, so now we're going to take the two T27 bolts that they supplied, bolt down the speakers. So you're going to have to remove these two clips on each side here on the fairing. Basically what this is where the screws used to thread in to tighten down the windscreen. But being that we're going to bolt them right into the Rockford speaker, you don't need these retainers with the threads in it. So we're going to go ahead and pop these out right now. One there and then one here behind the rubber seal there. Like I mentioned, we're going to be able to screw right into the speaker pods here. That's why we don't need those threaded inserts. They're already in here into the Rockford speakers. So, all right guys, so we went ahead and got the outer fairing put back on. Everything's all tucked in nice and neat behind the headlight. Putting the final Torx bolts back in here. We got these in here. All right guys, so we got everything buttoned back up. We got the seat back on. We got everything tucked away underneath the seat. I apologize for not getting into too much detail on how to de-pin the factory connector. I'll leave all the install instructions from Rockford Fosgate in a link in the description of this video. So just wanted to show you guys the final product here. It definitely does look factory, guys. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Rockford Fosgate and Harley have partnered up a couple years ago to make some badass sound systems for these bikes. I mean, obviously they make upgrade kits for the road glides, the street glides, the touring bikes, and then now they do it for the lowrider ST. So we're super pumped to have this because, you know, after riding a road glide, you definitely get spoiled with the radio when you're cruising, especially when you're by yourself. You definitely want the tune. So I know there's aftermarket Bluetooth speaker companies that you can mount to the fairing or mount to your handlebars, but honestly, all that stuff kind of looks janky. So it was a pretty easy install. The hardest part was de-pinning the factory connector and basically putting the new wiring harnesses in the connector, in the factory connectors. The one in the front was easier than the one underneath the seat. The connector on the wiring harness underneath the seat was really hard to get off. It was really hard to like disconnect. It almost took us like an hour to get that thing disconnected because everything's just so jam-packed and like, you know, compacted underneath the seat. So that took a while, but other than that, it was a pretty easy install and it definitely looks and sounds great. So what I'm gonna do now is turn the bike on and hook up my phone and let you guys hear how this thing sounds with the new Rockford Fosgate speakers. So I went ahead and downloaded the Rockford Fosgate app on my phone. As you can see here, it recognizes the lowrider ST under my devices. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the ignition on, and then we're going to go over here. All right guys, so here we go. I'll show you guys here what you can do is select the preset. We have it under hip hop because this is a hip hop beat here, and as you can see, you can adjust your bass, your mid, and your treble if you wanted to, but we have it selected on hip hop because it is a hip hop song, and I think it sounds really good. What do you guys think? Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? Does this sound good to you? Alright guys, so I went ahead and turned on some dance. So you don't listen to that kind of music, but that music always sounds the best for testing out speakers. And they use a lot of this kind of music in like sound offs and different audio shows. So I just wanted to play that for you guys, get a little hip hop in there, get some beats, get some dance music. And like I said, my options are limited because I don't want to get demonetized, so I had to pick some music off of a non-copyrighted YouTube channel to play in this video. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm curious to know your thoughts on the new Rockford audio for the Lowrider ST. Alright guys, that's going to complete today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate all your support on the channel. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products for your Lowrider ST, make sure you guys go down in the description of the video and check out all my links. Once again, I greatly appreciate your support on the channel. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!